Excuse me? Time does not stop at your behest, it only stops at mine, you laggard. What did you just... Is our confrontation not sufficiently urgent for you? This again.
You still can sense something of the water's warmth, can't you?
Well, I can see all the steam rising, which I associate with warmth.
Should be able to head to the surface now. The antler. To the surface. This is my path.
What are you doing on the surface, young lady? How will you survive? Surely you know your line is bound beneath the earth. Your strength is better spent against our foes down there.
Enough of this. Oh, what?
The light of the moon is all that now illuminates the surface, where the dead have risen, and Olympus teeters on the brink of doom.
Damn you, Kronos. Back to dust. You! Return to Shadow now!
Just a moment. You traveled to the surface, knowing full well the fates decided long ago that those of your line could not survive there and would always be forced back to the underworld.
Their curse was palpable. I never intended to stay for long, just long enough to lend my relatives support. But it seems your sisters insist that I do no such thing.
Well, I don't see them around right now, do you? Incidentally, there was once an incantation that I happened upon, which was not intended for my eyes, but I now choose to think that it was intended for yours. Farewell.
Unraveling a fateful bond. I couldn't breathe. The way you can breathe out of water, so too could I breathe the surface air. Dora must be hiding for a bit.
My greetings.
The fates would have me do their bidding. Thank you for visiting me last night, Lord Moros. So, hypothetically, if I were to complete a certain incantation that somehow loosened the grip the three fates have on my birthright, how angry would they be?
Please understand, Princess, that I am not at liberty to give advice on matters such as that, not even hypothetically. I trust I've been sufficiently direct in putting it this way?
In other words, we shouldn't be talking about this at all, and I assume all risk for my actions related to any potentially forbidden incantations that I've learned.
Yes, that covers it.
Afraid not.
Ah, you're here. You visited the surface. I can't imagine that played out particularly well. At least you made it back at all.
It was draining. Even at night, something about being under the stars, I didn't know there were so many. It was more than I could take. You were right.
A lesson learned and an experience gained. The fates themselves do not want you up there. What shall you do?
I have an incantation to complete. I don't need to stay forever on the surface. I just need to hold on long enough to make it to Olympus.
Ah, then you seek to improve this aspect of yourself without rejecting it outright. I see how that may work.
It has to. Can I suppress my illness on the surface? One to keep track of. Oskion Katoski.
You have it.
That's a good trick. Goddess, the good witch always figured you would make your way up to the mortal realm. Once you were ready and the situation called for it. Well done.
She warded the pathway there, until such time as I had the means to pass through. But the climate on the surface is another matter.
Your underworld birthright stuff getting in the way? A curse, not just a blessing, it would seem. Well, if your witchery got you this far, surely it can aid with this predicament.
That's the plan. Who shall I give this to?
Not even the wiles and stratagems of that resourceful sacker of cities, Odysseus, may be sufficient to overcome the Titan of Time.
They say never to underestimate that man.
Come on.
The kind of moss I need only grows on the surface. I have to search the depths of chaos for this. Drink of the earth. How fare you all tonight? What secrets lie within?
Get over here, young one. Right, you're brave to venture through that previously warded gateway, but come on! You underworld types aren't cut out for surface life. Unless, perchance, there is an incantation that could help.
I think there is, Commander. Except, it calls for reagents that can only be found up there. But how am I supposed to gather them before the incantation is complete?
Mayhaps just make a run for it, I don't know. So what if you can't stay long? Just grab what you need and get out of there.
It's not ideal, but... The pin. With the grace of the moon. No holding back.
You are not meant to be here, little star. Your cursed blood shall fight your every step. Yet Nyx herself would understand the struggle that you face. She too once thwarted what the fates foretold. Behold my light.
Bound. from the forge.
Alright, what are you doing on this side? You lose your way? Thought you had business on the underworld, not here. Mayhap I'm just a bit out of the loop is all. You need the stuff or not?
How can I... How? Return to Shadow now. Oh, so that's the surface then. The air up there did not sit well with me at all. You must remember something of life on the surface, right, Dora? Anything at all? I wonder what it must have been like.
I don't remember, and I don't wonder. Who cares? This is the life right here.
Some spirits of the dead forever wander aimlessly, whilst others, lacking even so much will, merely linger in a single place.
Dora does need to get out more often.
Not happening.
Hello.
Hail, Lord Moros. How have you been acclimating so far? Is there something we can do to make your stay more comfortable?
No, Princess. I'm well and acclimating, as you say. I've never been to such a place as this, and making every effort not to be a nuisance here.
You're welcome here and safe. What is all this?
Looky who!
Disgusting.
Miss me trouble? Thought I'd flit on over for a bit again and see how everybody's doing, since I'm welcome here and safe still, aren't I? Though it has been a little while.
It's not been long enough. Much as I wished you'd grown past your childishness, Eris, I can't imagine you've returned for any reason other than to keep it up.
What, you can't imagine I just want to visit my big sister, if not you? I get it, you're still mad I slowed you down before, but I will not do that again, I swear. So, truce?
We'll see.
Truce.
Look, I do want you to feel welcome here and safe. It's not just something that we say. All of us have lost something here. May this gift of nectar show my words are true.
Wow, made with real golden apples. Thanks, babe. You're the only one who's made a real effort to bring me into the fold. Say, why don't you take this? It isn't much, but I've been holding on to it in case I found a friend.
Oh, this really isn't necessary, but, thanks. Hail, Strife.
Yes, ma'am.
Back on your feet, I see.
Headmistress, Olympus seems reluctant to ask outright, but I can tell my family there needs me. I cannot shake the sense that I have to help them before I can achieve our task.
You needn't shake that sense, for it may well be accurate. Are you still thinking of an incantation that may help you to survive such a journey?
I am. Up there, I'll be like a fish out of water, right? Suffocating. But with a proper incantation, I was thinking maybe I could hold my breath until Olympus is secure.
Such a spell shall not be simple. Though if you demonstrate that you're sufficiently well-traveled, then perhaps magic such as that shall help you go farther still.
I'm counting on it. Moon dust now in stock. How long has it been since you visited the surface?
Too long. Cooped up here now in case you hadn't noticed. But it's a lost cause anyway. Why do you ask?
Hermes requested that I pay a visit when I can. Figured I should ask if you had any notes.
It's like I said. The dead are out and about up there thanks to our Titan friend. You'll feel right at home.
Sounds great. Odds on assignment, huh? Hail, Shades. The bell. Where's the commander? May need to take new vows. By will of night. I'm off. To the House of Hades.
Go forth on this next ordeal with my blessing, granddaughter. I have a feeling it shall be a very cold night for our enemies.
Not even those with the power to enter the Crossroads at will can entirely anticipate which of its 3 hidden paths shall be their exit.
I'd not expected this one. Ashes. Fine, it's only blood. Good to be back.
When you return to Shadow, I briefly sense your presence in the infinite abyss. So I have seen that the servant of the 3 fates found you in that hidden place. He relayed to you a secret, did he not? Respond.
You mean Moros? His secret was about the surface, about how I can survive up there. I know this goes against the Fates' designs, but Olympus needs me. And to achieve my task, I need them.
I see. As you may know, I am uninterested in the Fates having undue influence. Perhaps you may find a catalyst here for this incantation. Whether they like it or not.
This can grow into exactly what I need. Primordial strength.
You now are changed accordingly.
Caught. All laid to rest. Ah, yes. I don't think so. The shadows dissipate. Out of my sight. All right. Look upon me.
Silken finery, so soft, divine. I spin my threads and catch whatever comes my way. Pleasant memory lingers on my... Why, hello there.
You've been so busy, Arachne. Not just all these dresses, but all Erebus is teeming with silken cocoons. You're certain it's all right for me to break them?
Of course, you big silly. What, do you suppose they're teeming with my countless brood? By the time you see a cocoon, anything in there is either for you or was out to get you. Now here. Oh, you look wonderful.
Moonlight guide you.
Be well, won't you? Goodbye for now.
keenest blades of all. Come on. Couldn't hurt. What's she doing here?
One word of this to Hecate, and you're meat. Got it? Now go on while I take care of things.
This is my task, not yours. And I'm disappointed with your dereliction of duty. Are you so desperate to prove you're superior to me?
You know, maybe I am. So how about this? Got some gold on you, right? Those wretches ought to swarm in any moment. Whoever takes more of them gets the other's coin. What do you say?
Must it always be a wager with you?
Better odds of winning if you shut up and fight. Come on. Watch it. What else? Can't believe I lost. Surprised you didn't bail out with that return trick of yours.
You don't know anything about me. What are you thinking being this far from your post, in violation of Headmistress Hecate's direct orders?
I'm thinking you don't have what it takes to take the Titan down. I do. Now get out of here.
Which way?
Enough.
Did she just... Aphrodite. Great Aphrodite. You must get more offerings than all the other gods and goddesses combined, though this one comes from me.
Why, this is wonderful, and also quite impressive. You already know our ways. I must return the gesture, so please take this. I insist.
I can't say no to such a lovely gift.
You are as fresh as rain this eve, gorgeous. Paid a recent visit to the springs, hmm? There's nothing like a good hot bath, especially when in good company.
I grow strong. Tucked away. Eris returned to the Crossroads, my lord. Forgive me for speaking ill of one of your siblings, but I always fear the worst when she's around. Could she be working against us? If only she was more like you. The clearing isn't far.
Found something new to wear? You spoke the oath of the unseen and would enact Knight's testament this eve. I sensed the growing fear. How much of it is yours?
A healthy fear, no more no less, Headmistress. I'm honored that you granted me the right to take the oath. Assuming it was your doing, rather than Commander Skelemia's.
Best not to speculate too much. 'Twas your own doing most of all. Then face me on this terror-stricken eve. You have made certain vows and shall experience the consequence. Cross flames! Face all of me. growing skill with Lim and Oros makes you something to be feared. Good.
In you go.
Wearing protective silk. Refreshing, is it not?
The mirror.
Please take your time.
Suffer.
Aye, here comes our shadowy assassin on her nightly escapade to try and do me harm. Although perhaps the outcome shall not be so fortunate this time.
We'll soon find out, won't we? I promise not to keep you waiting long. I'm well on my way already, as you can see.
Oh, that I can. Then I had best return and make ready. We have to tidy up for your arrival, after all. Until later tonight.
Until then. As planned,